Hey, thanks for jacking into the Matrix Chumbas. You're looking at Jared Logan, but my street handle is Night Spice. I am here to let you know that you have just signed up for another session of our Cyberpunk Red game here on the stream. The Stream of Blood, our tabletop role-playing game, a Twitch stream where we play all kinds of games. Tonight, part 2 of a very special limited series. Our Talsorian Games have just debuted the most incredible tabletop RPG. I think it's a genre people have been yearning for a long time. There are very few games in this genre. The game I'm talking about is Cyberpunk Red. There's a very big video game coming out very soon called Cyberpunk 2077. I don't think it's out yet, or I don't know, maybe you can't get a PS5. I'm not a console guy. Look, but the point is I'm a tabletop guy, and I think this is a really exciting release, and we're so happy that they've teamed up with us to let us share it with you. And I have really good news. Tonight, we're going to give away 3 digital copies of the game, so you can have the full game and you can play the game at home. That's pretty cool. I would love a PDF of this. I mean, they gave me one, but if I didn't have one, I would have to hack the mainframe by plugging in with something out of my head, and then my buddy who had like a huge machine gun on like a fucking turret would have to guard me while I'm like, I'm almost there, and then I would download the PDF directly into my brain stem, and then I would have it. But we're not asking you to do all that. Mr. Clinton Trucks, our secret GM, is just going to ask. Mr. Clinton Trucks, do you want to come on the stream for a second and tell us how we're going to give away those free copies of Cyberpunk Red? Hi, it's the secret GM. Hey, Clint.
I didn't clean the room. Don't worry about it, everybody.
You look great. What are you talking about?
As Jared mentioned, the fine folks at our Talsorian have given us 3 digital copies of the core book for Cyberpunk Red. We're trying to figure out the best way to give them, and we decided you got to earn them. So at the end of the show, so stick around for the entire episode, we'll do 3 increasingly difficult cyberpunk-related trivia questions.
Ooh, can I play?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
All right, cool. First answer in will be the winner. This is a world of low lives and high tech, so cheating is allowed. Go ahead and Google, but first answer in will be the answer. And we'll make it general cyberpunk, not just the world of Cyberpunk 2020, 2077, or Red. This will be the general genre cyberpunk. So maybe movie, maybe book, maybe film, maybe role-playing game. That's how we'll do it. How's that sound, everybody?
That sounds good to me. Clint, thank you.
Goodbye.
Thanks, buddy. That was our corporate overlord, corporate exec Clint Trucks, giving you the rules of the game. And yes, you can cheat, but probably if you don't know the answer, you're not going to be first. So I would go while you're watching, read as many cyberpunk novels as you can. Okay. Listen, Clint said 2020. That was the original Cyberpunk game, Cyberpunk 2020. He said 2077. That's the video game. Tonight's game is set in the time of the Red. We are in 2045, and keep in mind that Cyberpunk Red has a completely different timeline than our own world. In Cyberpunk Red, cyberpunk shit started happening in the 90s. The US and the USSR broke up in the 90s. It's a whole mess, and we are about to visit the Night City. But first, I must bring our denizens of the Night City into the stream with me. This first guy, what a talented man, multi-talented man, and a tabletop gamer, a hardcore tabletop gamer. He is a designer and an artist and a musician. He created his own character art. I'm wondering if we can throw that up, Mr. Clinton Trucks. But I'm going to go ahead and bring the player out here as the Nomad Flower. Please welcome Adam Garcia, everybody. What's up, dude?
Mic check.
You sound great.
All right. Okay,
yeah, you
cool.
sound
we had mic
great.
issues earlier. Cool. Hey, thanks for the nice words, Jared. So happy to be here.
Yeah.
And, that's all I got.
What's it like to be talented at all of the things? So you can You can draw. You can make music. You can design, and you can tabletop game. Did you know that's what you call a quadruple threat?
That's very kind of you. I'm very old.
You've just
62
lived
years
long
old.
enough to accrue
Yeah.
all the skills.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, it's all around story and RPG. I think it's all stems from that like creative root.
Yeah.
It's all excitement about this stuff right here.
No, it's true. RPGs, like you and all your friends, even when you were young, you would draw, and you would also like graph maps, and you would also write scenarios, and you would also do all the math to get the rules right. So you're right. It's something that kind of gives people talents, right? Anyway, I'm so happy to have a senior citizen on the show for the first time. 62-year-old Adam Garcia, everybody. Now I'm going to bring in our next player. She is a TV host. She is a writer. She is an actress. You may have seen her on any number of streams. She told me she needed she and I both had to do a brief review of the rules for this because we're playing so many games, and she was very funny and very unique as the fixer answer on our last episode. Please welcome, with all your love and energy, Kelly Nugent, everybody.
It's me. I'm here.
Welcome back.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad to be playing with you guys. I mean, it's so nice to play with a non-traditionally aged role player. We like to see it. Representation matters. Thank you guys for having me, man. This is so much fun. I'm so excited.
I'm glad you're here. Kelly, if you had to guess, how old am I?
Don't do this to me. Why are you doing
throw
this?
out a number.
Okay, ready? 24.
You flatter me. I'm 26.
Oh, okay. Rode hard, put away wet. 24.
No, like Adam, I am in my early 60s, but through the magic of genetic cyberware, I appear to only be 40. I didn't pay for the really expensive stuff that gets you down to 24. Kelly, are you ready? Your fixer was very resourceful last time, but I think answer might be out of credits to kind of divvy out.
She doesn't have it. Yeah, she lost all of her like what she considers friendship making tool, which is money.
Yeah.
So we'll see what she's gonna have to rely on at this point, because it's certainly not her charisma.
Well, be careful. She's in the middle of a firefight, but I know she can survive. I know it.
Thank you.
I know that I'm not going to have to roll on this critical injuries to the body table with things that like collapsed lung.
Oh, no.
Spinal injury.
Oh, no.
Dismembered leg. That's just good in the cyberpunk world. That means you get a new
that's actually
item.
a plus. You did half of the thing for me.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, I'm wishing you both the best of luck. Let's bring in our third player. He is playing a solo, which is like kind of the tough mercenary warrior type, and nobody embodies his character more than this man does in spirit, personality, soul. He is a longtime friend of mine. We used to play Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition in my basement apartment under the BQE in Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen. And now he is the co-head writer of the Samantha Bee program. I'm so happy that he's here, that we get to play another game together. Please welcome as the solo Mr. Mike Drucker.
Hey, everybody. I'm the heavy.
Yes, that's right.
I'm the tough guy.
Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy over here. With the muscles and the punching and whatnot.
I got it. I'm going to punch someone.
Mike, do you remember anything about our 4th edition D&D game from how long has it been now? Maybe like 8 years, 7 years?
It might have even been 10 years because it ended. My participation ended when I moved to Seattle to work at Nintendo.
Right.
Brag. And that was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
Holy shit. Well, I remember you were the cleric.
I was the cleric.
And I remember that 4th edition required a lot of moving around of pieces on a board.
Yeah.
And for me, on a limited budget. I've not always been as rich as I am now.
Right.
But you were fantastic in that game and fantastic in this one. And your cyber legs came in handy last time. Your character has cyber legs.
Yeah, I was able to do a cool drop, land on legs, which is great.
Yes.
Not break my legs, which would have happened in real life to me as a person.
Okay, well, tonight I hope that you're going to break some skulls because these corporate fucks have broken into your apartment, and it's time to get revenge, and it's time to make them pay for it. It's time to fill them full of lead and make them sorry that they ever signed up and sold off their souls. Are you guys ready to play Cyberpunk Red?
Yeah.
Ready.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know if we were supposed to be answering, so I panicked, and then it just came out like, yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
Jared, if you want to, we can.
I mean, we're here, so
It's like playing with my mom. Are you ready to play Cyberpunk Red? I don't know.
Fine.
Okay, if you like it.
yeah.
Look, it's my fault. I should have earlier been like, when I say, "Are you ready?" You say, "Yeah." All right, here we go. Cyberpunk Red, and we are going to jump right into the action with a lengthy recap. It is the time of the Red 2045 in the wake of the fourth corporate war. The Night City, a sort of free zone on the west coast of North America, has been decimated. A nuke went off at the end of the fourth corporate war in the middle of the city center, and now the entire city is sort of like a ring around this scar in the earth, this place where war finally came home to roost and made the entire cyberpunk economy pay for its crimes, pay for its espionage and sabotage. So people still live in Night City, if you can believe that. Some of them actually live sort of near the irradiated zone. See, it's a high tech but very low life, and a lot of different con artists, smugglers, fixers, guns for hire. They sort of make a living in the periphery of society here in Night City, out in these zones that they're very near where the nuke went off. And that is where our setting is. We are in the last apartment building that hasn't been taken over by corporate overlords here in this section of town. All around it, great glass skyscrapers, huge, comm towers, holographic ads that keep everybody awake all night, flash and blast their light show into the sky. But this is an apartment of brick and mortar in the old style, and in it a ragtag band of ne'er-do-wells eke out an existence. It is owned by our fixer, Answer, who inherited it when her parents, I believe, they mysteriously disappeared. Am I wrong?
They did, yes.
In fact, a lot of people that live in this building are orphans of the corporate wars. We also know that Flower, the nomad, whom Answer has recently taken in, given a temporary place to crash while he plans his next move. Flower's entire family was wiped out when his brother betrayed their nomad pack. There he is. Woo! There's Flower. He's cyberpunk and metal at the same time, and it makes me excited. I fucking love his I fucking love his armored mask. That's Flower. And someone has been hired to protect this apartment building. The Solo named Mr. lives in the building, and it's sort of his job to keep the apartment safe from booster gangs and various kind of roving packs of itinerant warriors who prey on places like this, places where people may have stored their valuables, where they're trying to make a home. And Mr. lives with his partner. What is your partner's name again? Rowan, that's right. Thank you. Rowan and Mr. Have made sort of a home here as Mr. sort of patrols the apartment each day on behalf of Answer, who kind of runs the building. And everything was fine until last session / yesterday, when the apartment building was going about its daily life. Flower was having an altercation with his neighbor Rico, who was playing his music too loud. You were interacting with Gina, who keeps way too many pets in her apartment. and everybody was having a nice time until everyone found out that the multinational corporation WorldSat has the building scheduled for demolition, and they're not asking. They have decided to destroy this building. You guys found that out when you found a corporate exec surveying the grounds, and you attacked him. You got a hold of his plans. You got to see them before he escaped in an armored sedan. You had a little time to get ready, but then suddenly all the data web, all communications around the apartment went dark, and you were unable to call out with your agents, which are like, advanced computers that people use as, they're sort of a cyberpunk version of a cell phone. You were unable to call out. You were unable to get onto the data web. And the next thing that happened was that fire trucks arrived. Fire trucks arrived and began, the firefighters inside began evacuating the building, and smoke began billowing out of a first floor apartment. Of course, our three cyber runners here figured out that the truth was these were not firefighters at all, but corporate thugs, that they were disguised as firefighters, and that they were trying to get everybody out of the building before they demolished it. So our Solo, our Nomad, and our Fixer all started to take these guys on. In fact, Flower blasted all 7 of them with a really sweet shotgun blast that hit everybody and got massive amounts of damage on them. And it looked like the fight was going their way until Flower ducked into a side apartment, one of the ones that was billowing smoke, and found the smoke emitting device was on top of another device that was counting down. It was counting down, and it looked like it only had a couple more minutes on the clock. And so I bring you back to our initiative order. I bring you back to the middle of a fight. Please let me know if you have any questions before we launch right into it. But the way the fight is going to work, as I have Mr. Flower answer, and then all of my corporate thugs here. There are 7 of them, and because they are armored, even the massive amounts of damage that Flower did them with his shotgun, that's only made them hit their knees. They're kind of like all reeling. They're kind of all blasted back. They're all prone right now. That's what your excellent roll did, but they are not out of the fight. So just to set the scene, it's a 20-yard hallway. Answers at one end, then the 7 corporate thugs dressed in sort of firefighter gear. Some of them have thrown it off. Then there's Mr. Ready to attack them. Then behind that is an apartment with smoke billowing out of it, and Flower has just spotted what appears to be some sort of bomb. Let's begin with Mr. What would you like to do?
At the end of last session, I shot the sprinkler, so
yes,
it's raining, which is my hope that it'll just...
It's pouring water down on everybody. So if nothing else, it looks really sort of atmospheric and badass as everybody gets all wet and cyberpunky. Everybody's looking sexy as hell right now.
Or it could be harder for them to hit. That's up to you to decide. But if
you're feeling like it's kind of like a cool look thing, but maybe it'll be harder for them to hit.
No, you GM the way you want to.
Thanks, I will. Oh, I feel like we're back in our old D&D days, Mike. So
there's a lot of night spice in here tonight, I feel like.
Ooh, you're dealing with night spice now, baby. Okay, tell me what you'd like to do, mister.
I would, you know what? Fuck it. Open fire with my assault rifle.
Okay, great.
So just
Here we go.
Spray of fire.
Right. No problem. Okay, so you're going to do a spray, and you have the skill. You have the skill auto fire, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so you are going to roll a D10 plus your reflex plus auto fire, and that's going to here. I'm just going to look up the auto fire rules real quick.
Clint, do you have my auto fire? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Clint, do you have my auto fire score? I think I have a previous sheet, and that's my fault.
That's okay. So I think it's what
your auto fire is reflexes +3.
Great, thanks.
Great. So reflex +3 plus a D10. Your auto fire, it's going to cost 10 bullets from your assault rifle, and you can hit you can hit, I think, like, a couple of these guys. Oh, I see here. It's a rate of fire. So you can hit up to 4 of these guys with it. And you do 2d6 damage on a hit and multiply it by the amount you beat the difficulty value. And I'm going to say the difficulty value for these guys is, well, it's their range, and they're not too far away from you. I'm going to put it at, I'm sorry, they're all on the floor, a 5.
A 5 difficulty?
Yeah, 5. Yeah. I mean, Flower put them in a great position for you,
right?
And now you are mowing down people with an assault rifle who are all over the floor.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Okay.
Mike's like, but it's raining.
So
Oh wait, it is raining. Thank you, Kelly. 8.
Oh no!
Oh no! I got 21 altogether.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
So great. So how many shots are you taking right now? Are you moving at all, or are you just okay? Go ahead. Roll 2d6 for each of those guys.
For each of those guys, or 2d6 that will just apply universally?
No, you hit each of them, and each of them you get their 2d6 damage, but then it gets multiplied by however many. I mean, you got how much over that? I said 8. So you got 13. Oh my God.
13 times 7 for the first guy.
Then
the next guy will be 13 times 4. Next guy will be another 13 times 4. And finally, another 13 times 4. Oh.
Okay, so basically, Mr. walks up. He pulls his assault rifle in the rain and just starts like cleaning up these guys on the floor. Even if I take away their armor that they have, you just offed 4 of them.
Do I still have a move?
You still have a move.
Can I also dive into the same room Flower dived into?
You absolutely may.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, that was an incredible turn. And Flower, it is now your turn, sir.
So Mister hasn't seen the bomb yet. And again, let me know if the mic gets a little weird.
No, you sound good.
If he doesn't see yet, I just point at it and I say, "We got a problem." And then I lean out the window, or lean out the doorway, not to be in out of cover, but so that Answer can hear me. And I yell, "We got a problem, Answer!" And then letting everyone know there's something going on in here.
Yeah.
And then I think I pull out the shotgun again, and we go for round 2. I probably see what Mister did, and I'm kind of impressed. And then let's crack off another shizot.
Great. Okay, here you go. You're going to snap out into the hallway, and you are going to use your shotgun. I had it as shoulder arms, but if you have like a rifle skill,
Marksmanship.
Okay, so I think it's because we decided it's because the quick start and the final game had different skills a little bit. So you can use your marksmanship. Shotgun shells. Okay, here we go. So roll your marksmanship plus reflex plus a D10, and then it'll be a difficulty value of 13. I'm gonna take that down to 10 because they're all laying on the ground, but it is raining, and then everyone with it's spraying, but I mean they're just laying there prone. Everyone within 6 yards will take 3d6 damage.
Great. And whose do I know whose apartment it was that we were in just now? Because I want to clock that for sure.
Oh yeah, let's see. It's Dr. Carver's apartment.
Dr. fucking Carver. All right. So I rolled a total 20.
That's really good.
Plus 15, yeah.
Okay, so you definitely beat the the difficulty value of 10. You beat it by 10. I mean, that's an incredible roll. And go ahead and do that damage. Let's see how you do.
18.
18. Okay, so these guys each take 11 damage because of their armor. So they're at 25. And there's only 3 of them left. So you guys have blasted these guys to Kingdom Come, and I'll tell you what they do in a second. But so Mr. assault rifles them, jumps into the apartment. Flower's like, we got a problem. Boom, blast them all with a big shot. And now it is Answer's turn. Answer.
Okay. So at this point, I've been kind of hiding in one of the alcoves of the apartment doors.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that so at this point, are there alive guys near me?
There are, yeah. They're not really near you. They're a little farther down the hallway. I would say so it's a 20-yard hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Flower went into the first apartment on the right. That's where they found the smoke emitter. You are the enemies from you are about 14 yards away. Because you're at the back. You're at the
right.
The
I'm
back
on the
of
opposite. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you were saying that one of them dropped their axe.
Yes, absolutely.
Is the axe? As part of my move, am I able to pick up that axe?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. And are they're prone on the ground?
They are prone on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd like to go into it I want to run and grab one of the axes and then launch into the air and just cleave just the nearest guy. I want to try and aim for his neck because I don't know, it's so chaotic. I don't know if his helmet's still on. And it's raining, which is crazy.
I know it's taking negative. Negatives to all kinds of difficulty value. Okay, so look, here's the deal. It looks like one of the actions is to grab a person. Wait, that's grabbing a person. Picking up an object, use an object.
So
I'm gonna let you try it, but I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna give you a modifier of negative a little bit to your roll, okay? Because that's awesome. I mean, it's so awesome. I want it to go off, but at the same time, you're running, you're scooping something up, and you're going, So here's the deal. Roll your. Do you have a melee weapon skill?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
So you're also untrained.
Well, I have brawling.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if that's not really weapon. That's kind of unarmed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I pretty much only have athletics, brawling.
Okay, so we're gonna try this anyway. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna try this. You're just going to roll your reflex.
Okay.
You don't have the melee weapon skill. So you're just So you're just going to roll your reflex to try to do this.
Okay. So wow. Okay. So that's going to be whatever my skill is plus D10.
That's correct.
Okay.
Whatever your attribute is.
Attribute. I'm sorry.
Your stat.
Yeah.
So your reflex stat plus D10, and I'm going to tell you the difficulty value for this is going to be their evasion skill, but I'm not going to give them full evasion skill because they've just been blasted 6 times by your 2 buddies. So I'm not going to give them full evasion. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to give them half their evasion. So the difficulty stat is going to be... Sorry. Yeah, all right. It's going to be 3 plus a D10. You need to beat a 9.
Okay.
Can you do it?
First
Yeah, you can.
I can't. It's physically possible.
Do it.
See. And I'm not going to use my luck for this one because I remember now I have to call it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was going to, but I think I can do it. What is it? 13?
It's a 9.
A 9? If I don't make this. Okay. I rolled a 9 on my D10 and then, my reflex is 5. So
okay, great.
14.
That's amazing. Okay, so you go sliding across the floor, scoop up an axe, raise it over your head, and smash it into the guy in front of you. I didn't make you do a called shot because that felt like it would be adding insult to injury, and you probably wouldn't have made the roll. But so the guy's armor is going to come into effect, but roll 2d6 for damage.
6 and a 4, 10.
Okay, so you hate. Okay, you got this guy right here to the point where he's not leaving. Like the other two, it's now their turn, and you can see that the other two are now like getting up and like they're so hurt that they are trying to run back to where you were to like look for like a back exit. They're not running toward where Flower and Solo Mister are hanging out. They're trying to get up. That's their action, and then they're running away. But the one that Answer smashed with her axe isn't going anywhere because he has 2 HP left, and he's just like laying on the ground, like bleeding, like and like shell shock. And your axe is kind of embedded in the armor plate on his chest, and there's kind of blood seeping out. So they are going to do like a get up action and do as much move as they can, which for them is, let's see. Yeah, I mean, they can do like shit. They can only do like 6 yards. So you guys can either let these guys go and deal with the bomb, or you can be like, no, fuck that. We're gonna take these guys out, because they needed to use half of their action. They needed to use their main action to get up, or they would have just done full move the whole time. But they couldn't do that. So they're only like 6 yards behind our friend Answer right now, who has an axe embedded in a corporate fat cat goon. And now it is Mister's turn again.
I am gonna pop out into the hallway and go like, and now I'm still gonna shoot you guys. Like, I know they're running, but also, I'm a guy with a troubled past. So Here we go. I'm gonna shoot at those 2 guys. I'm not gonna shoot at the third person. Maybe as I run out, I go like, I check him out to see if we could interrogate him. Maybe if he's still conscious enough to interrogate. I'm just firing at the 2 fleeing.
Okay, so the only issue is that your friend Answer is sort of in the line of fire now. She ran up to where they were standing before. They're sort of running behind her. So what I'm going to say is this is going to be a difficulty value this time of 12.
Okay.
And, if you get some kind of critical fail, that's going to be bad for our friend Answer.
All right. I look Answer in the eye and sort of like mouth, like, trust me. And then
with my life,
I get a 15.
Okay, great. So you made it. So you come back out into the raining hallway. You look at Answer. You say, trust me. And then you open up with your automatic weapon again. And it has a rate of fire of 4. There are 3 guys here.
Well, I'm just aiming at the 2, right?
Just the 2 that are running away. That's right.
Right. The third guy is the one on the ground with the axe, right?
That's right.
Good. Gotcha. Just want to make sure. Just the 2. Okay,
great. Go ahead and
so the first one will be what is that? 7 times? Is it 2 or 3 because I got 3 higher than it?
That's right. Times 3.
Okay, 7 times 3 for one of them, and then 5 times 3 for the second one.
Okay, so they only had a couple hit. They only had 5 hit points left each and 7 armor. So you blast them and you gun them down. They are down and they are going to die unless someone gives them immediate medical attention. I'm going to roll death saves for them right now, actually. Okay, they both die. So they are dead. The one on the floor, he has 2 hit points left, so he's not dead yet, but he's not looking good. Your enemies are out. We are now out of combat time, and you guys can do whatever you'd like. So tell me, what's your next move?
Interrogate. That's what I suggest. I go, we got to interrogate this guy.
Okay, well, I still have my axe lodged in him, and I'm like... and there's like blood like all over my face, and I'm like, I don't remember what I did.
My guy's like, I'm not really prepped for feelings. Flower, do you wanna help on this one?
I think I look at Answer, give her a approving nod, and then rip out the axe for her and hand it to her, and then I say, "Where's the kid?" And I'm talking about the kid that knows the data web shit.
Yeah, you're talking about Alex Young.
Oh, the guy I went to talk to.
Yeah, and he was down at the far end of the hallway, but he wasn't interested in helping you. He was he was one of the tenants who's like, fuck you guys, you're on your own. I'm not getting involved in this shit. And a couple of the tenants have been like that.
Yeah, I ain't interested if he's interested. Let's get the kid. We need him now. And I think I start walking towards the end of the hallway, ready to knock a door down if we need to drag him to see if he can help with the bomb.
Okay, so Flower is going to go twist Alex's arm a little bit. It sounds like our friend Mister is going to interrogate the corporate goon on the ground. Answer, what would you like to do?
I'm kind of still a little bit stuck, so I'm just gonna attempt to assist in the interrogation, but I think I'm pretty much just standing there with an axe covered in blood.
You're freaking out.
I'm freaked out. I'm a little freaked.
Okay, I love it. And so that's what you're doing. You're like sitting there, you're like shaking, but you do have the ability to act. There's no sanity roll in Cyberpunk Red. So if you do have an idea, let me just put it this way. If you couch it in this excellent role playing, I will make it to your benefit. But let's begin with the interrogation of this corporate goon before we get to Flower and his little chat with Alex. This guy's laying on the ground. His eyes are a little glassy. You can see he had like really tight, like these sort of like really strong armor plates, like that are very thin, like underneath his like fireman outfit. And he's got the handsome kind of like carved face of a corporate drone.
Okay. All right, I'm going to roll Intimidate, which is my cool +3.
Okay. A damage, a difficulty value to intimidate this guy. I'm going to call it 15. And the reason is this. He's like a little bit like unable to talk like right now. So you've got to snap him out of it with your Intimidate. Okay. Make him realize that he still has something to live for. And if he doesn't tell you what you want to know, you'll take that away.
Cool. That will be a 20 altogether. So I grab him and I'm like, tell me who sent you.
It's WorldSat.
Why?
We're knocking the building down. They're going to build a new comm tower.
Son of a bitch. Answer, do you have other questions?
I'm like really out of it. And I just am thinking about like, all of a sudden I just think I need to protect this place. And I like kind of 1,000-yard stare him. And I'm like, how do we get in? And then I reach forward and I put my hand in his wound.
Okay.
And even like, I'm like, fuck, lady.
I'm just like,
What are you asking him? How you get in?
Yeah, to WorldSat. I need to know.
Well, you want to get into WorldSat.
Yeah.
Great. He goes, Adder, Julian Adder. He hired us. He's in the building west of here. He has access. I'm not allowed to get into the important floors.
Okay. Whoo! I feel weird.
Don't feel weird. This is Mr. saying this to you. Don't feel weird about that.
Pressing your finger into his wound causes him to lose. He has now 1 HP left.
Can I just like put a bullet in his head? Like sort of coolly?
You're about to when Dr. Carver arrives and is like, what are you doing to this man?
To be honest, killing him. I would lie, but we're killing him.
Oh, so you know better than they are. So you're just gonna stoop to their level.
I never said I was better than them. I just said I wanted to survive.
I can help this man if you let me help him right now. They're gonna zero him anyway. He's one of us now.
Okay, help him, but don't fuck this up for us.
Yeah. Okay, just get out of my way. And he, pushes both of you back. Okay. Meanwhile, at the apartment of Alex Young down the hall.
Bang on the door.
It flashes that someone wants to talk to him. He doesn't even answer through the intercom this time.
Can I break the door down?
Yeah, I mean the apartment is not a slum, but it's also not the most high quality of stuff. Here's the deal. I think that you can, but it's a difficulty value 20, and it's going to be your strength. I'd say you could use brawling or athletics, or if you have a weapon, you could use that.
Yeah, let's do strength. Where's strength? Body?
Body works. Body plus like a brawl. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, body.
No, that's okay. So 7 plus 4, and then I'm going to roll 10. So it's and I got a 7. So 14 plus 3. So I only got like a 17 or 18.
You got a 17. So you smash against it once. And like kind of the light kind of goes like you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the door when you install it comes with like this kind of security system. If someone's trying to break it down, it just starts going.
And these doors slide, right?
They slide when they're opened by the owner from inside, or when you're keyed with the palm print.
Can I just scream, Alex, we need you?
You can. Are you going to try to persuade him with that, or are you just going to see if talking works?
I think it's an angry persuade.
Okay. I'll allow it. You can roll your let's see, your empathy plus persuasion, plus a D10, and I think again, like he's gonna, he'll use his cool. He'll use his cool plus his. Yeah, I know what he's doing.
So,
okay.
So I got a 15 total.
Okay, so he has like a 17. So he's like, he finally answers. He's like, "Fuck you, man! Get away from my door! I'm not gonna get like plugged with bullets for this bullshit."
Please, we need a hero now, Alex, and you may be that hero. And I'm like not a very good actor.
Okay.
Flower isn't.
Right. So that you hear like, and you hear the mic go off.
Oh, jeepers. Okay.
So I say we go get that guy who's on the west side of the building.
Yeah. Well, I just feel a little weird,
Yeah.
But I'll get over it, because no better cure than some friends on an adventure, right? Friends.
Yeah, totally.
Three friends.
Friends who after this aren't paying rent for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, that's a benefit of friendship.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're gonna go try to find Julian Adder, who is in the building on the west side of this building. I think the guy told you 6th floor. The only problem is that there is still smoke billowing out of that apartment, and inside a device is ticking down.
And we have like less than minutes.
And I
actually, let's find out how many minutes you have left. Okay, you have 10 minutes left.
Okay, and you guys know, but I only know that it's a problem. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, as I'm walking back from Alex's door, I'm like, the kid doesn't want to help with the boom boom. And then I point kind of down the hallway, and I turn to you, Ants, and I go, "Oh yeah, there's a boom boom." And I kind of like nod towards it. Yes.
Not good. DEFCON 1. We need to figure this out. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna go run and look at it, because like I'm free.
It looks like a professional device. It's actually like whatever it is. It's kind of like in like kind of a thick like metal disc. It looks like you've got to like even like pop it open. It looks like they armed it by like pressing a keypad, and then the timer came on, and so the whole thing is housed in something that needs to kind of be taken apart and then disarmed in theory. So it cannot be
moved, is what you're saying.
It can be moved. Actually, it can be moved. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Who wants to test it?
All right. I'm going to gently pick it up.
Gently pick it up. Okay, very good. Why don't you give me
Oh,
a
Mr.
dexterity roll, and you can use athletics, or if you, I don't see, or no, you know what? It feels to me like evasion, or no, stealth. Give me a dexterity plus stealth roll.
Okay.
Difficulty value of, let me see here. Let me see
And
here.
when Mr. bends down, I definitely back up like this. I just go
Yeah.
back
I'm gonna
up like
call
6
this-
inches.
I'm
This is a
literally
15 difficulty value.
Okay. Great.
What did you say you're doing, Flower? Are you an answer like getting out of the way?
No, I'd take like a little step back.
Natural 10.
Back.
A natural 10.
So I
Well,
roll
that's
another
good.
one on top of that, right?
That's right, you do.
Okay. 5. So that's 15
you-
plus 8. So that is a pass, I assume.
It is a
You
pass.
picked up the
So,
shit out of that.
You've got this device, and it is ticking down. And yeah, it's at 9 minutes now.
Can I? What if I? And this is what I'm saying this both in real life to you guys as well as my character. Do you think I could walk this out and throw it into the crater and not die?
You mean the
Absolutely.
nuclear that where the bomb went off? The nuke
Where the bomb went off where there's
years ago.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. But it's gonna require like a long walk.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, guess what, bud? I got your back. If you wanna walk over there, I got you. I can cleave another guy. I could do that.
Is there a car parked right out front or anything I could like turn on, and then we could put it on the car and ghost ride it away?
Oh, interesting. There are cars out there, but you would need to make some sort of like car theft roll, unless you have a vehicle that you yourself can do that with.
She doesn't want to do that.
What are
car.
what are the other buildings around us?
So there are buildings across from you. There's a building to the west of you, and there is also a building to the east side. But then shortly past that block, you get to like the really kind of destroyed area where it starts to kind of like slowly slope down, like big pieces of concrete and old smashed buildings into the crater.
What if can someone at least like spy ahead to make sure there's not like 20 more guys, and then I could follow behind, and or one of you knows how to defuse a bomb. I'm looking to help, but I can't. I'm holding the bomb right now, you guys. I am afraid.
I would love to try to get a car going, and I could start driving it and ghost ride it off that edge down the street, or if it just explodes, that'd be kind of
Sounds perfect.
Great.
Sounds perfect. Okay.
Great. Here we go. Flower, you run out there, and there are, let's see.
I grabbed the shittiest one that looks the easiest to jack.
There are 8 cars. Let me see how difficult the like shittiest one is. Okay, this one's not that easy. It's going to be a difficulty, let's see, 17 to jack, and you need to use your dexterity plus. Do you have a skill for that?
I have driving.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done this probably before, actually. Something similar.
It makes sense that you would have. I think that we can use driving for right now, but I'm going to make it a little harder because you don't specifically have like a larceny skill or some sort of breaking and entering skill that you're using. So I'm going to make it a 19 is your difficulty value to get this thing jacked. Meanwhile, making this plan has cost you some minutes. Oh, no, it's at 8 minutes now. So it's cost you a minute. So where are you walking, my friend? Solo, my friend, Mister?
Me? I'm walking towards that car.
Okay, so I want another stealth plus dexterity roll from you.
Cool.
And your difficulty value is still 15.
And that is still successful. It is 17.
17. Okay, great. So you are walking out to the car. Flower, you're trying to jimmy the car.
I think I would. I might not jimmy it. I might run up to it, elbow through the window, get in or unlock it as quickly as possible and just do the jack thing whatever that is. Probably like have a screwdriver with me.
Do you have like a cyber arm or something that you're using like when you do that smashing, or is it just a straight body roll, bro?
I think straight body roll because I have body armor with like elbow pads and shit.
That would work. Then in that case, you can give me a body plus brawl roll to break into this thing. But dude, it's going to be like I think it might even be harder than what I was just giving you. It might be, it's going to be a 20.
Body plus who?
Brawl.
Then I shoot it. I shoot the window out.
Okay, sorry. So
I'm getting in this car.
I think this is about to become important. Okay, so yeah, absolutely, you shoot it out. I'm not going to go through all the damage and how much damage resistance the car has on its windows. You because it's a civilian's car. It's not like some kind of corporate like armored sedan. The window shatters to pieces as Mr. is walking the bomb out toward you. And that's when we all need to roll our reflex and then roll a d10 because something is about to start happening.
Okay.
Cool.
14.
Okay.
You said reflex plus d10?
That's right.
Yeah, 14.
That's right. Answers at 14.
I'm at 11.
11 for Mr.
18.
18 for Flower. Okay, and
I really want to ghost ride a bomb.
Okay. Yeah. So, Flower, you do that, and then at the start of our initiative order, you can go ahead and do something else. Would you like to get into the car?
I want to get in the car and get it started as soon as possible, so that as soon as Mister's there, puts it in the back, it's off and running, and I slam the accelerator down and get the fuck out of it.
Okay, you don't have the keys to this car, my friend, so you need to you do need to jack it. So this is going to be a little easier than I was telling you earlier. I'm going to let you do a drive auto roll at 18. Okay.
What if I start driving it and then roll out the door? Get it up to a speed that's good speed, and then roll.
You mean you just
want
want to like get it into neutral somehow?
I want to, like get it up as fast as I can, 20, 30 miles or whatever, and then roll out the side and let it just keep going towards that icky area.
I was gonna the way I'm reading this, and tell me if I'm wrong, Flower, is that you have to get it on to get it like rolling all the way down there. So you're essentially hot wiring a piece of 2045 tech. I mean, this is an old car, we said, so it's like 2035 tech, but it does have like a system in it. Now, as a nomad, I'm letting you do this because nomads are guys that are like kind of car warriors out in the desert, out in the wastelands. I probably wouldn't even let Answer or Mr. try this, but I'm letting you try it at an 18, and I think I'm being fair. I hope this plan works because I'm on your side, but at the same time, everybody might die in a second. Let's find out.
I understand, and I appreciate that.
A lot of preamble to that choice.
Dexterity plus drive auto, and your difficulty value is an 18.
I like that because my dexterity is 9 and my drive is 7.
Oh,
which
not
puts
bad.
us at a 16 to start, and then I'm going to roll a d10, and I got a 10.
Yes.
Okay. So the car starts, and now it's this mystery actor's turn, and this mystery actor is firing at you from a building on the west side of your own building, out of a window with a very, very powerful rifle. And he is firing directly at Mr. Let's see how he does.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I hope he doesn't do well.
That's, we all do, here we go. Oh, boy. Okay. What's he got in terms of marksmanship? His difficulty value is fairly high because you guys are far away and he's kind of firing around. He only has a thin little bit of a bead on you from his window. Let's see how he does here. Oh, shit.
Was that oh shit for you or for me?
I think it's for him.
All right.
Damn it. Okay. Suddenly in
Oh,
front
good.
of you, Mr. Like a piece of the pavement just like spack, it just like blows up and there's like dust in the air. But the bullet fails to hit you. It just makes a huge divot in the stone in front of you. And that brings us to answer.
Okay, so when I notice, do I notice the shot that was fired at?
Absolutely. I assumed, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you were kind of looking out the doorway of your apartment.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't see where it came. Do I see that it came from my building?
It did not come from your building. It came from the building to the west of
To
your
the west
building,
of my building.
which
Okay.
just has like a little bit of like it stretches out just a little farther. There's only kind of one column of windows it could be coming from, actually.
Interesting. Okay.
It matches. I'm going to tell you, your character's smart, right? What's your character's
Intelligence?
Shit. Yeah,
Is
intelligence. 10? It's 10. Yeah, okay. It makes sense that this is that guy that the guy you interrogated mentioned. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Julian Adder.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can I see that window from where I am?
Yes, and in fact, a place you could go to in your apartment that would put you right at a level with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't like people shooting at my best friends. So I'm gonna double back into the into my building, and I'm gonna do like a little squeeze on Mr. shoulders and be like, "You got this," and then I'm gonna run.
Great.
I'm gonna run back up to the spot that I can have a clear line of sight.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You can run as fast as you can go. Let me see here. And I think we established that it's like one move per like flight of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Your apartment building, I think we said only goes up like 4 floors. This guy's like on like the 5th or 6th floor of that building next door, but you will be able to get a bead on him if you get to the right window. So on this turn, you run up the first flight and you're on the 2nd floor. Okay. So now we come to Mr. How you doing, buddy?
I've been in worse situations. I am a solo after all. But I still gently, and trying to like even using my cybernetic arms and legs to like keep steady, move to the car and put it in the back.
Oh, okay. Let's see if you do. In this case, since you're being fired at, I want it to be a cool roll. Give me a cool plus stealth roll. And the DV now, I'm going to make it go up a little bit because he's firing at you. 16.
Just to be clear, that's my cool plus the 3 that I'd get from stealth, not cool plus dex plus 3.
That's right.
Okay,
cool.
Cool.
Plus 3 from stealth plus the D10.
Great.
Versus a 16.
Versus a 16?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Natural
blow
10
us
again.
up.
I actually got a natural 10 again.
Oh, there you go.
How
Nice.
about that?
Nice.
Thanks
Plus
for showing us.
plus 1.
Plus
Yeah,
1.
you couldn't
Okay.
see it on it, but I feel like it seems like I'm lying because they were so close together. And then I felt bad, and I felt like I should lie and make it lower, but it was actually a 10. Anyway, that's a little peek inside my head.
You're all in the honor system, but I think it would be really funny if next time he rolls, Drucker once again was like natural 10.
Natural 10. The
Wow,
following
I
roll
guess
was
it's my night. That's great. So basically, I mean, I'm gonna put it up to the cyber legs, man. Like they don't shake. Like you just like like a perfectly smooth, like walking out, and you can toss it. Are you tossing it in the back of the car? What do you said? Gently placing
I'm
it.
placing it in the back.
Tossing.
Okay.
Putting words in his mouth.
It's in the back of the.
Jared.
It's in the back of the car. Flower. Hey, I just wanted to see if you know.
He gets it smooth all the way to the car, and then it's like, huh.
Occasionally, I am that game. Occasionally I am that kind of game master who's like, "Did you throw it? Did you?" Okay, Mike, you got it into the back of the car on the plush pleather interior, and now it is Flower's go.
Flower sees me like signal to him, right? Like that's like a free action, just like in the rear view mirror, like.
Yeah, and I'm like, gently. So door slowly closes, ching ching, and then I slowly accelerate. I would know what to do so this thing doesn't like jar and stuff.
Sure,
I'm pretty
yeah.
smooth with the driving.
You would know what to do, but how good would you be at doing it? Here comes your reflex plus drive auto roll. I'm going to keep it at the jostling level of 16 difficulty value. And are you also kind of like just exiting the vehicle when you get over to the crater?
I want to get out a little before. I want to time it so that I'm not in the car for too long. And if I see any big divots or bumps or cars coming at me in the road, I would make sure I don't slam into them so that the car doesn't jump or anything like that.
It makes
I
sense.
want this to be as smooth as possible, and we'll see what happens.
Reflex plus drive auto, difficulty 16.
All right, my reflexes are 10. My drive is 7. It's pretty good base.
Wait, that's automatic.
Oh, and then I got a natural 2.
My friend, I guess you've just fucking nailed it. So now you can leave whenever you want. Like, it's true, Flower. You're like, this is not a good part of town. So you're seeing like potholes and you're just like, okay, you know, and then like you're kind of accelerating and you can now see the beginning of the crater coming up ahead of you.
Yeah, I think Flower's cool as a cucumber. Just like clocking the potholes, seeing the cars that are coming, triangulating, and slowly opens the door, just like face totally calm, looks at the top of the bomb, billowing smoke still out of like the door in the back, and then just like rolls and does the roll that he's done hundreds of times before out the door.
Give me a DV10 athletics plus reflex check. I just want to see how cool you look when you roll out of the car.
Athletics plus reflexes. Athletics 4, so 14 base, and then 5, so 19.
You look fucking super cool. You don't quite like look invincible. Like it looks like you took you a little effort, but you come rolling out. People in the apartment building are kind of watching the tenants who aren't helping you, and they see you roll out like that, and they see the car go into the crater and disappear over the side, and then boom, an enormous big mushroom of fire comes up out of the crater. I'm adding +1 rep to everybody for this mission for blowing up a car in such a sweet way. That was incredible. And now let's go back. Actually, let's go to oh fuck. Okay. Here's what happens now. Mister, you placed it in the car. That was your action. Yes. Flower drove off. I didn't take it in order, though. Let's find out what happened with Adder and Answer. So Adder is going to fire at you one more time. You're still out there in the middle of the street.
Okay.
That time he did better. What is your... you're far enough away, I think you get, and you know you're under fire, and but there's no cover.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there is going to be evasion. It's just going to be based on the range.
Okay.
And let's see here. I do think that he is over 100 yards away, though. Or no. He's over. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Sorry.
I was just imagining not getting out of the car and you guys just watch it go away and explode with me in it.
Like, oh,
and that's it.
Oh no.
Whoops.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so he made this time.
Great.
And he's going to go ahead and he's using an assault rifle, but he's not spraying because it doesn't make sense to do that the way he's using it. So he's just going to roll his damage against you. Okay. And that's a lot of dice. He got 22 damage against you.
Body armor's 15.
Yep. So he
7.
7 body. I mean, yeah, you take 7 hit points.
Damn. 7. Okay. Could be worse.
Yeah, but he did roll 1-6, which means you remember that sheet?
No.
The critical injuries to the body.
Yeah.
Wait, is that really anytime you let's see, roll? Oh no, now I roll on this. Okay, let's see how we do.
Notes on this.
Fuck. Okay. So the deal is you have a bullet in you. That's the problem. You have a foreign object inside you, and when you move, you are going to take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Don't
love it.
I kind of love the system. I know that you don't love that. And I got more bad news for you in a second, but I'm not going to spring it on you quite yet. I'm going to answer. Are you still just booking it up to the next floor?
Are there any like wires or anything that are like going across from like that would be perpendicular to the road that is in between that building and this building?
Sure.
And in my building?
Yeah, so you're asking if there's any kind of like wire, like
a way for me to get across.
Yeah. No, I'm afraid not. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, there might be like some phone lines or electric lines, but I don't know that you could travel on them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And at any rate, they are higher up.
Right. I'd have to go up anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still running. So what floor is the space that I would need to be on to see?
Once you get to the 4th, you'll be closest to him. You could probably see him from the 3rd. You're about to hit the 2nd. No, you're about to hit the 3rd floor.
I think I'm going to try for the 3rd. Time is of the essence here.
Okay, great. So you blast out into the 3rd floor hallway, and roll your intelligence and your. Do you have like area knowledge or something like that?
Local expert.
Yeah, roll that, and I'm going to make it a DV of 12 for you to know which apartment you can immediately go to and get the best view on this guy.
Okay. So my intelligence is 10 plus 4, and I got a 10.
Automatically succeed. You open with your your landlord's key that you have, key fob. You push it in, it comes open. Some guy's like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here!" But you're moving toward the window where you can see this guy. And in fact, I'm going to allow it to happen this turn. You get to the window and you look out, and then a couple floors up, you can see like a kind of a sparkling guy with like a rifle, like kind of sticking out of a window. Now we know what happened with Flower. He just created the big mushroom of fire out of the crater. And so now I will let you know that another black sedan is approaching the building, mister. You're the one that sees this with this bullet in you. Things are looking bleak for our heroes. Let's start at the beginning of the initiative account again. Oh my God, the action, the antics, the fun. Let's start at the beginning of the action count again with Flower.
So I'm down the road, getting up, dusting myself off. I just sprint. I start sprinting back.
Okay, I want you to make an athletics plus. I'm going to call it. I want you to make an athletics roll plus body. And if you can beat a DV of 20, then I'm going to say you get back there quicker than a normal move roll. Your normal move would allow you to. Normally you can move your move times 2 in yards. So that's 8 yards, but you're way farther than that because you drove a car, a couple blocks down the street. So, you're going to need more than that.
True. All right, my base is 13, so I think I need a 7 plus. I'm going to roll 4. So, no, I got a 17.
Okay, so you're just kind of hoofing it as fast as you can. Then we are going to go to my friend with the gun again. Okay, he's not firing this time. That's all I can tell you. And then we will come to answer again. You're going to what are you going to do?
So I can see like kind of his the gun that the window guy is holding, right?
Yeah, the guy in the window, Julian Adder, possibly.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I want to aim for his like the gun itself so that it just knocks out of his hands and hopefully falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than trying to eliminate him from this angle, because I don't think that's gonna do it.
Okay. That sounds good. It's going to be your reflex plus marksmanship plus a d10 plus the difficulty value based on the range and the weapon. What is your weapon that you're using?
So the only weapon I have on me is my heavy pistol.
Okay, so it'll be a pistol. And I'm going to say that he is like, he's going to be at least 50 yards, from where you're at. We'll call it like 25 yards per level of the building opposite. And then it's just sort of diagonal. So it's going to be a 25 difficulty value to hit him.
Okay. Really quick. Any chance, because I rolled so well on that local expert. Is there any chance that that this apartment has other guns in it?
Ooh, okay. It's the time of the red. Everybody is packing
People have them on
heat.
their walls.
So I think that you can make a search roll to find something stronger in this apartment if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay,
I don't like my odds with my pistol.
No problem. Give me a let's call it an intelligence plus perception roll to find where this like fat guy in a bathrobe is keeping his like heavy armament.
Okay. Intelligence plus I'm sorry,
perception.
Perception. Okay. Okay. So that is, I'm sorry, you said intelligence plus perception. So that would be intelligence, because my perception is intelligence plus 3.
Okay. So then that's what you, and then add a D10.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. 18.
Okay. That's enough. So, you start rifling through stuff, and of course, all these guys keep their weapons in their bedroom. You like run back to his bedroom. You throw open like his end table, and there is let's see how well armed this guy is, because I hadn't decided. Okay, this guy has a high-powered rifle.
Fantastic! I love it. I'm thriving. I'll grab it.
Great, you've got it, and now it is Mister's turn. Mister, you're hurting.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action to, if I'm allowed to, because I don't know if there's the actual end of combat or if the people in the sedan are doing something. I would like to hold to see what the sedan people do, unless I know that there's a bit meta, but you see what I'm saying, right?
No, that's okay, and you can do that, and I'm gonna allow it. Okay. So. I'm trying to wait. Let me check on what the hold action rule is, or if there is one. I'm just going to allow it, because also your character doesn't want to move right now, because I told you the bullet hurts him every time he moves. Yeah. So you're actually being quite clever. The sedan stops in the middle of the street, and two obvious like security operatives get out, like, holding their guns like cops, and quickly like kneel down, putting their backs to the back of their car to create cover for themselves. You're sort of out in the middle of the street, kind of holding where you've been shot, but you can see both of them, and now you may take your action.
Let me think for a sec.
Okay.
I go, what are you guys doing here? I kind of know, but it feels like standard.
Okay. One of them goes, we're the eviction crew.
You don't just say you want us. That's not important. Okay. I go, not today. And I take a shot at one of them with marksmanship.
Great. This time it's going to be a bit of a higher DV than it was for the fish in a barrel in that hallway. I'm going to say that because they have a cover, they do get their evasion versus you. So you're going to roll your reflex plus marksmanship plus 1d10. Let's see.
Marksmanship and reflex are like my highest roll, so I am hoping that I do not fuck this up.
Oh, but wait, they have to have a reflex greater than 9. And they do not have that. That's how fast you have to be in order to dodge gunfire. I'm still going to give them a little extra DV for the cover. So I'm going to say it's going to be... Sorry. It's going to be 11. Jesus, that's not that hard. And I'm giving them bonuses. Go ahead.
My score is higher than that, but I still roll, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so my score is 15 normally. I rolled a 4, 19.
Okay, great. So, are you using marksmanship, not auto fire? So you were
right.
Just
so I'm
shooting
aiming at like one specific head. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And is that 2d6s again?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So that's going to be 4. Are we multiplying the difference again or no?
No, only with auto fire.
Okay, so it was 4 altogether.
Okay, 4 altogether. Uh-oh. Yeah, all right. So bang, 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 bang. And you hear them go, fuck.
Cool.
It's moving day, bitch. These guys are full of trash talk.
Did you guys practice these beforehand?
They wrote them out. They had like a little writer's room before they got in the car.
Is this good? Does this
they
work?
They had like a whiteboard and they were like, what about It's Moving Day, bitch? Do we like that one? I'm going to put that in the definite category. Okay. Really well done. But unfortunately no hits for you yet. You hit, but you didn't do any damage yet.
Right.
Mister. And so now we go to Flower.
How far from the sedan am I?
Well,
I would like to stay out of view. I want to stay kind of like not sneaking, but kind of like out of their direct line of vision, so I could potentially pop out and hit them from like a different angle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're about a block away, which I'm going to call 50 yards. Which I'm going to say, you can go 16 yards per turn if you just move and do nothing else. But if you want to like start firing at them, we have. Oh, I think we just got raided. Welcome, new viewers. We just got raided. Welcome to Stream of Blood, where we are playing Cyberpunk Red, the new tabletop game from our Talsorian Games, and we're having a giant firefight in the year 2045. 2 corporate goons are in a black sedan in the middle of the street outside this apartment building, and our nomad car barbarian Flower is trying to decide if he's going to fire at them or try to run closer. Did you decide what you want to do, Flower? You Carbarian. Mad Maxian. Furiosa.
Yeah. Imperator. I think I'm going to try to use my pistol then, since I am I don't want to just keep running turn after turn. So I get to a point where I feel like they're, kind of within range. They kind of don't see me. I pull up the heavy pistol with the long barrel, put it on my forearm, and I see them ducking and I see Mr. shoot. And as soon as that happens, I think I kind of stop. And then the one nearest me, I just try to hit him wherever I can.
Great. Okay, here we go. Let me get the range chart out here. You're going to fire at this guy. Again, his cover gives him a little extra, and you are firing a pistol to go, we said 50 yards. That's going to be a 25 DV, but I'm going to give him a little more because of that cover. It's 27. And this is the problem with pistols. They get a good rate of fire, but they don't have all that range.
Better than a shotgun, though, right?
It's still better than a shotgun.
Yeah.
But the shotgun was perfect for what you did, which was like blowing all those guys away in a hallway. The game has gotten harder. It's time to level up your game, Flower. What are you going to do?
What if I throw my shotgun like a javelin?
Do you think you can throw a shotgun 50 yards like a javelin?
And then it will go inside him, and then it will go off. Can I do that? No. Okay. Let's go back.
God, I wish it was that game, but instead this is the gritty realism of Cyberpunk we're talking about.
All right. Let's try. I know it's a high DV, but let's go ahead and try it. So we're
at 27. It's gonna be tough.
It will be. So we have marksmanship plus dex, right? So that is My base is 14.
Is reflex better? Because I think it's supposed to be marksmanship plus your reflex.
Oh, yeah. So that's 15 base.
So you need
10.
12. It's impossible. Unless you get a
try
10.
it anyway?
Yeah, because if you roll a
I'm gonna
10,
try it.
you get to roll it again.
If
Could
anything,
he also
they'll
add
see that
luck
they're
to it?
being...
Yeah, you
And
can
you
do
could
your luck,
add
right?
luck to it. Yeah.
Could you burn luck
I
points?
forgot about luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's add... I'm going to add 3 luck points.
Okay.
And I think I used 3 from before, 2 or 3 from before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 3 luck points. And I'm going to roll. And I got a 5. So that's 7 on top of 15.
Yeah. So it's not quite enough. It's a 22.
But at least they know they're being shot out from another direction. So that's a little distracting. So that's good.
Yes, at least they know that you're there and they can fire at you, that you're also a target. Yes, nicely done, Flower. Now we are going to go to Answer. Answer, you now have an assault rifle. What are you going to do?
I am going to. I can still see the guy in Abbott.
Julian Adder.
Adder, yeah.
Let's see. You run back out to the window, and the guy whose apartment this is like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's my gun."
Oh man. Okay.
Because you basically just opened his like little gun safe by his bed and pulled out his like big high-powered rifle, and now you're running to the window to have some kind of firefight. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing in here?"
Free rent for a month if you let me do this, buddy.
Okay, you know what? I'm not interested in you having an argument with him right now.
Yeah.
I am interested in seeing what happens with our friend Answer when she makes this shot. So you're like free rent for a month, and then are you going to aim and try to fire?
Yeah, I'm going to aim, and I'm going to try and go for like the gun / his hand, to try and knock it out of his hand.
Whew, I'm going to take that's going to be a little harder than just hitting in general. Do you still want to try that? Let me tell you that right now, your to hit difficulty, it's not that bad. Your DV is only 15 right now. But if you want to like actually blast his rifle out of his hand, I'm going to make it a 19.
A 19. Okay, let me see. So then that would be marksmanship, correct?
That's right.
I only have like 8, and then I roll a d10. And you said it has to be a 19?
It has to be a 19 and knock the gun out of his hand.
Okay, I'm just going to try and shoot him.
Great,
just
go
in
for
general.
it.
Just going to hit him. So I would still use marksmanship, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's just lower DV. Okay.
15 now.
Got a 10 on that. So it means I get to roll that again, right?
That's right.
Okay. I got a 9. Woo, this dice likes me. Am I playing with weighted dice today? Okay. Okay, so then that's 19 plus 5.
That's a lot. That's 24. You blast him, and you see him like disappear from the window. I want you to roll your damage. Oh, and by the way, your damage for this rifle will be 5d6.
Oh, Papa's bringing home a pizza. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get out more d6 here because I want to do it all at once. 5d6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mother. Okay. Could have been better. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That's really well done. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. All right. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you hit him. You're sure you hit him, but he doesn't lose his gun, and he kind of falls back, and he's like disappeared for a second. Nice round Answer. And now it's Mister. It's your turn again.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So with the assault rifle, I think 2d6 might have been for the spray, but I think for marksmanship, would it be the 5d6?
That makes sense, my friend. That makes sense. And so I want you to go ahead and roll 3d6 more on this guy that you hit earlier, because yeah, it makes sense.
And that'll be 14.
14 added. Very interesting. Okay. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. He takes. Great.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, and now it is your turn. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna weirdly try persuasion.
Really?
I'm gonna be like, it doesn't have to be like this. We could come to an arrangement, I'm sure.
Great. DV24.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
To convince them to give up.
Okay, I have 3 luck left. I'm gonna burn 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there a
so
way to
that's-
assist? Can I assist in any way and just like back him up and reinforce him, like hype man him?
Yeah, they also know he's on the other side.
Let me look. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I'm certainly there is an assisting rule, but I'm not seeing it. So here's what I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna let you roll it as well right now, Flower. And if you do really well, or if you succeed, then he'll get a bonus to his roll.
Cool.
So does he roll first? Or do I roll first?
Let's have Flower roll first.
Oh shit. Okay. Didn't know that was gonna happen. All right. What am I rolling? Sorry.
Yeah, persuasion plus your cool.
Okay. So persuasion is cool +2. My cool is 7. So base 9. And I got a 4, so 13. And I basically,
13.
after Mr. says that, I say, yeah, it ain't got to be like this. The Flower version of what Mr. said.
Yeah,
So they're just hearing it twice.
with a 13 total, it doesn't really help, I'm afraid. But and also, I mean, as genius as that was for Flower, I'm afraid it looks like our poor friend, Mr. is on his own. How did this persuade roll go?
Not great. So it is a 20 altogether.
Okay. Wow, that's actually really close, but not enough to get 2 trained hardcore security operatives to abandon their assault mid-assault. And so that's what you say. And I think a lot of effort went into that. So I can't also allow you to fire or anything like that.
No.
Would you like to move? And remember, because you have a bullet lodged in you, moving will cause damage to you.
I do. Can you describe sort of? I know that there's the car with the guys in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
What is the behind me? Is like just
Behind
the
you,
door?
Flower is running, but he's like pretty far back. He's like still 50 yards back until his turn kicks in and he kind of zips up closer. Because he stopped to fire last time. To the left of you is the building, your apartment. That's only about 20 yards away. So I think, if you did like, what is your move there, mister? Your move rating is, here it is. Your move is 6. So you could make it about more than halfway there. You could make it 12 yards over to it.
Do cyber legs help with that?
Ooh, they probably do.
Like it
Let's
says
see.
with jump boosters, but it doesn't say specifically about run.
If you tell me you're using your jump boosters,
Yeah.
I
know it'll hurt me. I respect that that'll hurt me.
Get this. It's 20 yards, right?
Yeah.
You have 12 yards of running, and then you could hit your jump boosters for 8 yards and make it into the building.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. You go, it doesn't have to be like this. And Flower's like, yeah, like this. It doesn't have to be. and these guys are like, fuck you. And you're like, fuck it. And you get up and you start running and you take 7 more damage that is not mitigated by your, it's not mitigated by your armor. And you jump boost through the front door of the building and land back inside like the foyer. And there is the doctor who's just finished stabilizing the guy that you asked earlier.
Yeah.
Kismet.
That'll be very helpful. See?
It will be very helpful, but now it's our friend. It's the man by the sedan, both of him. And they are going to try to fire at Flower. Flower, however, has stayed 50 yards back, probably in a smart way. Let's see if they can even make that. They're carrying heavy pistols, or at least that's what they're armed with right now.
Any cover nearby that I can duck behind?
Yeah, there is, because we've established there are cars on the street and stuff like that. Do you have a reflex greater than 9?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
10 even.
Wow.
Well, that means you also get an evasion roll, or you need to roll your evasion. Roll your dexterity plus evasion plus 1d10. and they are going to roll their attack. The first guy got a critical miss. I'm going to rule that like he's just kind of he like throws off a round, but he's really just amazed at what he just saw Mister do, like wow, 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 like by $6 million man into the building. So let's see how the second guy does. How did your evasion roll go?
24.
Okay, they can't touch that. So you basically duck behind a car, and they're too far away with pistols to really do a lot of to have a really good beat on you. And their guns go off, and nothing happens. But now someone pops up out of the 6th floor window of the building on the west side and looks down through a scope toward a window where a young woman in cyber gear is standing with a very large rifle. Yes, it is a sniper fight between Answer and the commander, Julian Adder.
Sniper fight.
Okay.
Sniper fight. Here he goes. He is going to make his marksmanship roll.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it still raining where I am?
No, that was just down in the downstairs hallway.
Darn.
Yeah, that was just down in the downstairs hallway.
Okay. Thought I'd try.
So, is your reflex better than 9?
No.
Okay, so he's just going to do this based on based on the distance.
Okay.
He's just going to do this based on the distance. He's got to get the 50 yards. I'm going to give you a little extra. I'm going to give you +2 for cover. So he's going to make it a 17 or better. You ready for this? 14. He blasts like the side of the window that you're hanging out of. Potted plants go flying. The fat guy that was yelling at you about taking his gun is like, shit, and just starts running out of his apartment. And now we are back at the top of the entire round with Flower.
So there's no way I can reach them running, right?
You could go, like you could get closer this time, and then your ranged attacks would be less difficult.
Can I have that move be a part of the round and still get a shot off?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, before you were trying to just move to get close. So if you want to take your move, which I think is 6, you can take the 12 yards forward. Yeah, so 12 yards forward, which will reduce the difficulty a little bit for you. Let me make sure that it will.
I'm going to do that kind of staying low to the ground, skirting the cars, street assault style, get as close as I can so I'm closer.
Okay, great. And then are you going to fire on them?
Yeah, I think when I get closer, though, I'm going to pull out the big gun.
What's your big gun?
I have just my shotgun.
Okay, so shotgun at this distance. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. So you get the shotgun out and you're running and you're firing. I think I'm going to have to.
I don't think I would I wouldn't do that. I think I would run and skirt the car so I got closer and then like pull out the shotgun and over the top of a hood.
That makes total sense. And what I'm going to let you do is get in position for all of that. Okay. And I'll tell you what, if you give me, you can either make it stealth or evasion or athletics. And if you get really well, I'm going to get you a little closer. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So we're talking reflex plus, what are you going to use? Athletics or stealth?
Let's use athletics, I think.
Okay, give me a reflex plus athletics roll. I'm going to make the DV to get like really close. It's going to be a little high. That means you're going to get closer and your range difficulty value is going to go down because you got that close. Because you're like rolling over the hood of a car to get closer. So let's make it a 15.
I got a 17.
My friend, Flower, like pulls his. But no, I'm sorry. And, like as you said, he like weaves between cars. He like rolls over the hood of one, lands behind another, pulls his shotgun, and gets in range. And when he starts firing next turn, he will be very well situated. That was Flower. Now it is Answer's turn. Answer, you're in a sniper fight. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so I do marksmanship. This is just vague, trying to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I swear, you guys, I swear, I just got a 10. Okay, I swear.
That's
I
great.
swear.
You know that the difficulty for you, the difficulty value for this is a 15, and you just rolled a 10, so you can.
I rolled a
again.
10. I rolled again. I got a 3, so that's 13 plus 3, 16 plus 5, 20, 21.
You hit him. Roll your 5d6.
Oh God. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. Okay. Again, he like kind of falls out of the window where you blasted at him. And that brings us to our next player. Nicely done answer. You're hitting, he's missing. That brings us to Mr.
I look at the doctor and I'm like, get the bullet out.
Great. Okay, he runs up and he's going to use his medicine.
He's gonna, with a big plastic bottle, gonna give me 3 pills.
Well, I'm also going to do how well he does on this roll is going to be how long it takes. Okay. Because it's not like, a video game where it's like, take the bullet out. Boop. It's not like that. Here we go. Shit. Okay. He's doing really well. Like he's like a combat medic. So he had all his stuff out working on that other guy. So he runs over to you with his like little bag and he immediately like starts like disinfecting. And then you see like the last thing you see in this round is he pulls out this long like pair of like scary looking pliers.
Yep.
Good luck. Good luck. So now we come to the guys in the sedan and they just don't know when to quit. And you're a little closer now, but you're so well covered that I'm going to give them a little bit of I'm going to let you roll and I'm going to let you add plus 4 to your roll. So I want you to roll reflex plus evasion plus a D10 plus 4.
Great.
They
21.
Fuck. Okay. Pang, pang, pang. Like their shots like blast like the side of the car you're behind, but they're not. You've got cover. You've done well, and that cover really helped you there. That's them, and now it is Julian Adder's turn. And I got to tell you, now answer that you kind of staring at him and you're seeing him every time he comes up in that window. You could tell this guy's got a full helmet on. He's got like some kind of big shoulder pads.
Yeah.
So you're like hitting him and he's like going like king and like backing up a little
right.
bit. And then, but this is weird. He starts to aim his thing against, on the ledge of the window. And then all of a sudden he puts something up to his head and your agent starts to ring.
Okay. I'll pick it up.
Okay. This is Julian Adder. Am I speaking to answer?
Speaking.
I can call for backup and have another crew here in 10 minutes. You and your people will die, but I have an opportunity for you.
I'll decide.
Meet me in the lobby of the building I'm in right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
100,000 euro bucks, and we take the building.
Sure. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. 100,000 euro bucks is a lot of money.
I don't have that.
Yeah, you don't have it, and if you want it, he's going to give it to you. He's in the building. He's in the lobby of the building next door.
Oh wait, he's going to give me 100,000. I thought he wanted me to bring him 100,000.
No.
I was going to lie. I was just going to go in and kill him.
You guys have negotiated with a corporate entity in the time of the Red. This is how these negotiations for real estate go. We send soldiers against you. You kill a couple, and then we make you a reasonable offer. And so you've killed, 7 of their soldiers. They think they've sent 2 more, and Julian has started fighting you. But he's just made you an offer of $100,000. He just told you to come over to the lobby of the building that he's in, and you can receive it. And even though you quickly cut off the phone call, let's say he told you in 5 minutes or the deal is off.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't have to know what my heart is saying. He doesn't have to know what my thoughts and heart is saying.
He doesn't.
So I told him I would meet him there. So that just bought us a little bit of that bought us 5 minutes.
It did buy you 5 minutes. It did buy you 5 minutes. Meanwhile, below, oh no, wait, the sedan guys just went and missed. It's Flower's turn.
Didn't buy me 5 minutes. I stand up. So I stand up so I just get like the best shot I possibly can after the ting ting ting. So they're missing all around me. I basically just like pop up, brace myself, and last thing I heard from them is something about it's moving day, bitch, or we're the eviction crew or something like that.
Yeah.
Flower's not a fan. He likes the jokes. Not a fan of people being kicked out of their homes again. He says, "We ain't going nowhere," and just hits the one closest to him with the slug.
Okay, with a slug, you have now made it within 25 yards of these guys, so you can go ahead and roll versus a DV of 20 with the shotgun.
So 15 is my base. I got a 5, so 20.
Boom! You blast the guy. How much damage does your shotgun do?
5d6.
Ooh, ouch.
3, 4, 5.
Ouchie, mommy. Is that weird? Is it weird to say that? Is it weird if I say this? Ouch, mommy. Does that guys make you feel weird?
No, it's normal. It's a normal thing.
Feels good.
I like
okay.
it. And it goes well. And I'm imagining your cyber legs are bare cyber legs with fishnets. Is that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not, man?
Yeah.
With like metal high heels. Like
I like it.
Yeah.
Total was 17.
17. That's really good. Yeah. So you blast this guy. Great. And you blast him, and you hear him go, "Shit! Ah!"
And then I get down again.
That slug connected with him. Yeah. Nicely done, Flower. Now we're going to come to Answer again. Answer, you've bought yourself 5 minutes. Are you heading? So you're not heading over there. You're not taking the deal.
No, what I would like to do is I would like to somehow confer very quickly with my best friends about what we should do because part of me wants to just maybe like if this is routine for just how business works, like with like takeovers.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, I am hoping that that this guy kind of has his guard down a little bit because he thinks I've given up and I'm just gonna take the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and take advantage of that and maybe eliminate him.
Okay. So I think that's interesting. I also think that your friends each have agents, if I'm not mistaken. So if you wanted to call them right now, you could, and or send them a quick message. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'd like to start a 3-way call.
Okay, great. You do that. Agents can do that. And so now you can quickly talk to Mr. and Flower.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, buds. Okay. Interesting development on my end. The guy that was shooting at you from up there, I brokered a deal with him. I'm not gonna take it. I did buy us 5 minutes, probably 4 minutes and 30 seconds, considering how long this conversation's going. And I did misunderstand at first. I did think he wanted me to pay him, but he offered to pay us to stop. But I think we can use this opportunity to maybe eliminate his bloodline, if you know what I'm saying.
Kill him?
Yes, that's
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Did these guys know we have extra minutes? And I kind of look over the car.
Did they? Yeah. Does it seem like they have been told to stop?
Well, their turn is coming up after Mister's. You'll find out then.
Okay.
And that's the end of your conversation. That's a lot of talking, but you can ask me. Yeah, but you can. Well, no, you can still be on the line, but I think that's all you're able to say in a turn.
Right.
Is there any other question or the thing you want to? Your character can think in the speed of light.
Mhm,
So what's the next? Is there anything else that you want to ask me? That sounded like I was searching, but it just I'm just responding to it. It sounded like you were about to ask.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Did you want to throw the bomb at the
Kelly,
car, or
enough bullshit. Do you like me, Jared?
No, I think I'm just my thought is that I'm making my way down to my friends.
That makes sense, and I will allow you to have had that conversation while you move down to the second floor.
Walking and talking.
Yeah, you were walking and talking, and now, Mister, it's your turn. You want to just see how the doc's doing for you?
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to wait for the doc to do something, right?
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a good doctor. He's not fucking it up, but it's taking time. So now there is this thing is like in your side, like pulling through your fucking chest to try to grab this bullet that's inside of you. And it's taking him a moment, and he's like, hold still.
Okay.
And then it is our friends in the sedan, and you hear one of them go, hold. Julian's negotiating. You hear that, Flower. So what do you want to do after this? I don't know, man. I'm pretty hungry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
These are these are how security operatives in the time of the Red. This is just their daily grind.
Yeah, Flower's holding the shotgun, gets off the agent, and he hears them say that and says, like, are you fucking kidding me? And I think I waited out. I think I sit there kind of like tapping my feet on the ground, respecting like what's happening, like teeth gritting, just grit teeth, yeah.
So let's end combat for a moment. We can go right back into our initiative order if we need to. But we know that the doctor has to finish working on Mister. We know that Flower's like out here waiting to see what'll happen. And I think it's now time for a decision. Are you all together going to go into the building next door and, pay for a way out of this, frankly, crumbling part of Night City? That much money will get you all free of this place. Or are you going to go in there after him, or go after these guys in the sedan and continue the fight? You can talk about it. I'm not saying you have to just answer me right now, but perhaps let's go ahead and say the answer. You've made it to the doc and to Mister, who's like lying on the ground, and the doc's going to make another roll here. Still hasn't got it out. He's still working on it.
Okay. I say to Flower, like, hey man, could you ghost roll a car into the lobby of that building? I'm just spitballing.
Are we on the call still?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
And because it's an agent, it's like in your ear, Flower.
Okay.
I'm not like.
Yeah, you're not like. Look, I'm attacking these guys.
Say it again.
The razor. I could. I also think that at the end of the day, Flower will go wherever the family goes. So if we decided this wasn't the final home, I'd be down for the ride with the crew no matter where we go. So if I learned that, I would probably be less willing to want to, fight tooth and nail for this place, for the nest. But I yell back to Mister, sorry. Yeah, I can ghost ride a car anywhere. What's the plan?
This is just a thought, not a plan. Let's not work on it yet. But you steal a car, we, meaning you, and you ghost roll it into the lobby where Jared, Julian, James
Julian.
is
it's not me. I'm not in there like, okay.
Self-insert Mary
So
Sue.
I get Jared Logan.
There's a
forgot the
character
name.
named Jared. He's extremely handsome, and his
Right.
body is tight. Okay.
I'm killing that piece of meat. He's beautiful. So I hear you also like grunting or seething or something, and I go, Mister, are you all right?
Well, I mean, I'm got a bullet in me. Doctor's taking it out, so hopefully I'll be all right. But don't worry about me.
All right, just give me the cue.
Answer. Give him the cue.
I think he's doing.
It is
the
no
plan.
answer. I mean, like Mr. and Flower are talking about like getting another car revved up and rolling it into the building next door through, I guess, through the front door, like smashing through the wall. I mean, that's sort of the answer they want to give Julian Adder. But you own this place, and it's your deal. He called you, so I think you're kind of making the final call here.
Okay. All right, guys. You know what? I'm not. Who am I kidding? I don't want to ask you guys to do something crazy. Like, I know that you're just my tenant, and I know that you're just my hired. I know you're just my hired guy. So, if you guys just want to call it and you want to run away and you want to go to live your life somewhere else, that's fine. I'm not going to demand that you do that for me. I know what friendship is, and this ain't it. So if you think I'd like for the car to ghost right into the lobby and eliminate that man, perfect world, sure. And then we all celebrate with a little bit of pizza? Come on.
Okay.
But
let's see what happens. It sounds like Answer's giving you the cue that you can try this assault. I think that this assault requires at least 2 rolls. One to get it in position and one to send it through. So,
and we're also timing it right. Like, I feel like we know about the 5 minutes thing. We know about the lobby thing.
yes. And
Okay.
you have, okay. You still have like 3 minutes.
Okay.
So, give me the roll to get the car in position, and then give me the roll to kind of roll it into the building next door, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I look for the biggest fucking mountain of a 6-wheel truck I can find that I know how to get into that could go through whatever that wall/window is. That is close nearby. The SUV.
Yeah, there's an SUV. It's not a giant, big, baddie like semi truck, but there's a big, like kind of SUV type vehicle. Yeah,
It's like an Astro. I'll take it.
yeah. All right, and so give me. So, are you blasting in the window again, like to get inside?
Yeah, I guess that's my method now.
When you do that, combat starts again because the 2 security operatives are like, "Hey, this isn't the deal. This isn't the deal, asshole." But you have already blasted the window open, and we're gonna start at the top of the initiative order again. Flower, do you want to do your hot wiring thing? It is a drive vehicle plus your dexterity at a DV 18.
And I keep my head down so I'm out of shooting, so the bullets won't hit my head when I'm ducked down
That's
behind the door.
smart.
Okay, driving is my reflexes plus 7, so that is base 17, and then I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Oh,
And I got a 10, natural 10.
Yay!
roll again.
7.
Okay, so with all of that, with that natural 10, with all those extra points, I'm going to rule that you hotwire it and you gun it. Like you gun it immediately. And they're like, what the fuck? Because you're like driving right past them toward the building that has Julian Adder in it. Look, there's not really a lot for you to do, but Answer, do you want to say anything into the phone or say anything to Adder or anything? Because it's your turn.
Oh, yeah. So after I had said, like, the whole thing, like, you guys can just take the money if you want and go. But seeing that Flower's response to that was to actually go through with what I wanted to do. Answer like has like a little bit of a tear, and she's like, oh, stupid. Okay. And then I guess she just screams at Adder, like, oh, I know what happened. So in her head, she kind of like starts to like dissociate kind of hard, and like is just imagining like her and Mr. and Flower like laughing and like hanging out. But then like what actually happens, she's like, I hope you fucking die. then she's like, excuse me. Okay.
Poor answer. In her head, she's friends with everybody, and in reality, she is a terrifying axe murderer. Okay. Then we come to Mr. It's still not out.
Oh my God.
I appreciate this, Doctor, but could you please move faster?
I'm trying, okay? This is a complicated surgery, and I just hope to God there aren't any more bullets flying, or you could get even more horribly injured. At that very moment, a car is hurtling toward the building next door. These guys make shots at you, Flower.
Fair enough.
Oh, damn. I'm going to say that their range is, let's say their range is only that far. So they only have to beat that. And yeah, okay. Okay, so they hit, but I'm going to give you the car has armor. It's not like you're just like they're exposed. You said you were staying low down. So I'm going to go ahead and give you like 7 armor. Okay. That guy hit and he only did 8 points of damage. So you take 1 hit point of damage as like your windshield shatters. Here comes the next guy's
Does that
shot.
count my head and body armor too?
Yeah. So, what am I talking about? Like, yeah, you can add your head and body armor. So it probably did no damage actually. That guy hit 2, and I'm giving you 7 damage. I'm giving you 7 armor for the car, but he did 11 altogether. So 4 damage is coming at you.
Okay. My body armor is 15, and my head armor it says it's 15.
Okay, don't worry about it then. It's like your windshield is shattering, like one of your tires is blown, and like it would have done damage, but like the chips and stuff are just hitting your mask and like your shoulder pads and stuff. And now is the moment of truth where you need to roll out of the car if you're going to.
Oh yeah. I don't think I'm going to.
Okay.
I don't know that was. I don't know if I knew that was that the plan that I was supposed to roll out, or was I just supposed to go
I
meet you there? I'm not
rolling
sure.
out, but you're the nomad. I'm the solo. So
okay,
I think I just go in.
Just go in, man. I'm on the radio like, you son of a bitch. Good luck.
You
and I think before I go through, do I hear Answer talk all that friendship shit about how she knows what real friendship is and this isn't it? Did I hear her say that?
Yeah. And then she started screaming into like she thought she was on another line to Julian Adder, but she was really not. And I think she was screaming, "I hope you fucking die, you pig."
Oh yeah, I think I go in and I say, "An Answer, don't ever talk that friendship shit again. This is for family," and then it goes through the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I have to tell you.
Wait, you're still on the thing with me?
Well, I learned it's an ear thing.
Oh right, we're still on it, right?
We are at the end of our session, and so now I'm going to narrate the end of our adventure. The doc pulls the bullet. Flower says, "We're family." The fucking just like it's a Fast Furious film. The SUV smashes through the front of the building. Now anybody who lives in the time of the Red and lives as rough as you guys knows, you never negotiate with the corps because they always fuck you over. And that's why as the SUV smashes through the lobby of this building, the elevator opens in this lobby that you're driving into, and a detonator rolls out of it, blinking, and it explodes.
That was so many.
Wait, I'm not even done.
Like I've never been exploded before.
Sorry. 39 damage is coming at you, Flower. 7 the car takes. 15 more, so 22. So then you're left to take 17 damage. How many hit points do you have?
55.
Ooh, mother.
Now we roll on that. So Flower, you survive it. You guys see like the part of the whole building kind of collapse in on his car. Like this thing shakes everything. And the doctor's like, fuck, like, thank God he got the bullet out in time. And I must give Flower a critical injury to the body roll because this guy did roll 1-6. And oh my God, spinal injury.
That's okay. That's going to be cool in the future.
You can get that fixed in the future.
All right. The corporate goons that were firing at you, they're like, and then you hear them like talking to someone on their agents, and then they get in their car and they start to drive away. When you try to get through to Julian Adder answer, you get no answer.
Okay.
That's why you fucking die, you pig. Just some,
Yeah.
it went into
It
flowers
didn't
here.
go. Okay.
So, but your building, the one beside it is like collapsing now. Flower is like in there somewhere. What do you do?
I'm running in after Flower. I don't care. I don't care that like it's fire and brimstone in there. I'm fucking racing in.
Same.
Okay, great. Yeah, and you're a little slower, mister, but none too worse for wear now that foreign object is out of you, and the doc is with you too. And soon you're all pushing like a big piece of column off of Flower, who's like laying there in like half an SUV.
And I'm
Guys,
like,
in case you didn't know, yeah, this is your cue, my friend.
oh, I'm like not moving from the waist down probably for now.
Yeah.
I think I just look up at you and I'm like, did we get him?
Yeah, we renewed the lease.
Oh, nice.
That is our Cyberpunk Red adventure, and I must give you your rewards because you guys successfully defended your apartment building, and I want to just thank Mike Drucker most of all for having the line "We renewed the lease" ready to end.
I was
our
holding
story.
I was holding it.
You're like,
Yes.
I can't wait.
Your rep
Almost fucked
is
it up.
supposed to go up to level 3 in the neighborhood. I'm picking it up to level 4. That means if we play Cyberpunk with our crew again, anytime you're talking to people in this neighborhood, you can add 4 to rolls to influence them or tell them what to do. They know that you guys defended your apartment building against a corporate strike team, that you blew up the building beside you instead of them letting them blow up your building, and that you took a spinal injury to do it. Whether Flower can come back from that, I mean, you guys are going to have to save up to get Flower a cyber spine.
Yeah, I got to stop giving people free rent, I guess.
But I just want to end tonight's play on a scene of Rico, Gina, the doc, Rowan, and everybody having a party with Flower in like a cyber wheelchair.
It's great. It's with like little flowers painted and drawn all over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And everybody's having drinks. And finally, the doc looks at Answer and he clinks his glass against hers and he says, "To friends."
Okay.
I think I want to say to family. Is that from Fast and the Furious? I've never
no.
seen those movies.
It's all about family.
Yeah.
Oh no. Then maybe I don't say
Okay,
that.
so then maybe I
No, it's
like
perfect. That's why
yeah.
you said it. It's perfect.
Yeah. And then when you say to family, I kind of turn. I'm like, no, don't include the doc. That's just us. That's not.
I loved this. I had such a good time with you guys. That was just a big balls to the wall action movie. And, it's unlike anything else we've done on the Stream of Blood. So Thank you guys.
Thank you.
was great.
Thanks for
Thanks so much,
having
Jared.
us. It was so much fun.
Yeah, you guys were amazing. Hey, people out there in Streamland, tell Mike Drucker, Adam Garcia, and Kelly Nugent how much you enjoyed them. Follow them on their socials. Find out about all the cool stuff they're doing because they're doing lots of cool stuff. They're on Instagram and they're. I know Mike's on Twitter. He's got one of my favorite Twitter accounts.
That's very nice of you. I appreciate that.
It's true. And Kelly's playing games all over the internet all the time. Go and watch her games. And if there are other new games that you'd like to see on the Stream of Blood, let us know. Okay. And you can do that most easily on our Discord server, the Server of Blood. Guys, thanks again. I'm going to let you return to the paradise, the utopia that is 2020. 2020 is looking up lately, right?
Yeah, the last month of it might be vaguely okay.
Maybe we won't end up in a dystopian cyberpunk future after all.
Yay.
Oh boy. I guess I didn't. Well, these guys don't want to play panel of Futurians that predict what's coming, but I'm very comfortable with that. The future looks very bright, and you're never going to see a bunch of poor people having a firefight beside a nuclear blast site to keep their apartment building. It will be much more tawdry than that when people have to fight for their squatters' rights. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to hang out for a second and give a couple. Bye, Adam Garcia, Mike Drucker, and Kelly Nugent. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
See you soon. Thank you. Oh my God, that was Cyberpunk Red. That's the game. Look, it was my first time running it. I don't think I did everything correctly, but I think you can get the gist of the rules from what I was doing there. And I think that it's a great game. You know, it's very simple, but it's got a couple things that I find interesting, like, you know, the difficulty to hit being based on range. I really like a lot of. It's a simple mechanic, but then when you add all the cyber stuff and the net running and stuff, it gets a lot more complex. We didn't even mess with the net running because that's a whole other set of rules. But I think when you add it all together, it's exactly what you want from a cyberpunk game. And you could run Neuromancer or what's the one where the guy's a pizza delivery man? I love that one.
Snow Crash.
Yeah, thanks, Clint, our secret GM, Snow Crash. He knows that sometimes my brain breaks and that he has to give me the answer. You could run Snow Crash with this. I think that you should go out and buy it or ask one of our... Clint, come back. Did people win the game?
Jared, I've put an entire trivia contest in there, our show notes, for you to run for the group.
Oh, great. Oh, and I see it right here. Well, that's important. Okay. So wait, Clint, come back. Clint, oh, there you are. Hi, buddy. Welcome to the year 2045. Okay. So you are going to help me with this, okay?
I need to be watching the chat. So I put the entire contest all right there for you so you can run it easy squeezy.
And you're going to stay with me while I do it.
Oh, on camera where everybody can see me?
That's right. As we mentioned at the top of the show, our Talsorian Games have gifted us 3 digital copies of Cyberpunk Red RPG core book for some lucky Street Samurai in our chat tonight. To choose our winners, we're going to ask some Cyberpunk-related trivia questions. The only thing that matters is speed. If you know the answer, hit us with it in the chat. If you don't, go ahead and Google it. You can cheat in the world of Cyberpunk 2020. If your answer is wrong, feel free to try again. Cheating is allowed. First correct answer. That's the first one that Clinton Trucks sees in the chat. The first correct answer that pops up in the chat is the winner. Question 1. Here we go. Question 1. The term cyberpunk was coined in 1982 by Bruce Bethke, but not popularized until the release of this William Gibson classic novel of the genre in 1984.
And Zero's Theory won.
Yes, there it is.
Everybody knew, but Zero's Theory was fastest on the keyboard.
He was fastest on the draw. So you need that
cow.
high-speed internet. He is a council cowboy. He avoided our black ice to answer Neuromancer. This one's a little harder. Question 2, Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS4 will take up about 70 gigabytes of hard drive storage. This means it would fit quite comfortably in the 80 gigabyte brain implant of data courier Johnny Mnemonic, who played the character J-Bone in that 1995 film. We're looking for who played J-Bone in Johnny Mnemonic. Who played J-Bone? That's incorrect, Clancy.
Oh, wait, nope.
Nope, it's not Henry Rollins.
Here we go. So Lark Gaming got it. It was Ice-T played J-Bone.
Played J-Bone, the classic Johnny Mnemonic side character.
The folks who said Henry Rollins, good for you. He also is an important character in that film.
Well, that was smart. I think that they were, instead of Googling it, they were like, Henry Rollins, because like, he's like the only other guy in that film. And that Keanu Reeves is Johnny Mnemonic. So it was a good guess. All right, question 3. Our final copy of Cyberpunk Red PDF goes to whoever can answer this. Question 3. Much as I inserted a tight-bodied version of myself into tonight's game, creator and game designer of the original Cyberpunk RPG, Mike Pondsmith, inserted his very own player character as an important part of the story continuity of the world. Described as a solo, what is his character's name? So we're looking for Cyberpunk RPG creator Mike Pondsmith's player character that he inserted into the story of the game, a character who is a solo.
And we got an answer way faster than I expected. Gibraltar got it. Morgan Blackhand was Mike Pondsmith.
I thought it. So who is Johnny Silverhand? Because he's part of it too.
Also an important character, but not the player character of Mike Pondsmith.
I really enjoy the answer, Carmen Sandiego. What would a Carmen Sandiego tabletop RPG look like? That's something we should explore at some point. But you guys win. How can they collect their prizes, Mr. Clinton Trucks?
We're going to have everybody email me at streamofbloodroleplaying@gmail.com for your code.
Okay, and you're gonna. Okay, great, and make sure you give your handle when you do that, so that Clint knows who to give those goodies to. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in our little trivia contest. Thank you to our Talsorian again for letting us test out this excellent game and have a little cyberpunk fun. Thank you to my cast. It's time to go over our schedule. Bye-bye, Clint. Thank you, my friend.
Bye.
Clint, by the way, is not a real person. He is an artificial intelligence that I created at the Dell Computer Company.
I'm a Max Headroom.
Yeah, he's a Max Headroom. It's true. Look that up. Look, you kids don't know about the Max Headroom, but you should look it up. It's fun stuff. Stream of Blood is taking the Thanksgiving weekend off, but we're back on December 5th with the adventure in the Neptune Society that you voted for, subscribers. The Hunt for Green October, featuring our very own Major Calico Fadak, Robert Buckley, and some other really exciting cast members. Check out the Neptune Society on December 5th, and Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown returns on December 6th. If you haven't seen our new series in Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown, we got Abu Salim. He's incredible. We've got Ross Bryan. We've got Ashley Birch, and it is trucking along full speed already in the second session. Stream of Blood is now a podcast. Go and look it up at your podcatcher of choice. It's called Stream of Blood, and we will be creating audio versions of our Vampires of Pittsburgh episodes and the Neptune Society, our Call of Cthulhu 7th edition campaign. Go and check it out, and you can catch up to the stream by listening to the audio while you're driving around in circles, just listening to the Stream of Blood. Be sure to give the podcast 5 stars and write a letter to your grandmother telling her specifically how much you enjoy it. I'm trying to get more old people into media that doesn't turn them into QAnon members. Okay, socials. It also helps if you spread the word about the Stream of Blood. please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and we have a Facebook group, and join our Discord, the Server of Blood, on Discord, where you can most easily contact us. Tell us what you think of the shows and what you'd like to see in the future, because we are listening, and I do want to do the stuff that the fans request. I want to thank my producers, Brian Baldinger and Clinton Trucks, my social media manager, Megan Arch. Our Stream of Blood logo was created by Garrett Ross, and Andrew Orvidal did our opening animation. This has been a great time. Until next time, I will see you in the Matrix with all the black ice, data brain. Bye.